Good morning, guys. Happy Friday to all of you. I hope you're having a great day. And the weekend is going to be even better. Welcome to today's webinar. My name is Diana. Please let me know if you guys can hear me and also if you can see my screen. If anybody can let me know through the chat. I was having some issues with that, so please let me know if we are good to go. Remember, here on the Zoom, there is a chat icon and also a Q&A where you can just tell me yes or no if you cannot hear me at all. Are you there? Can anybody let me know, please? Okay, excellent. Thank you, Carl. Okay, very good. So let's start with today's webinar. The webinar today is going to be about the different reports that you can generate and even download from the system, and also everything that you can see inside your dashboard, okay? So, by the way, my name is Diana, in case that you don't know, that is going to be today's webinar. So, the report is something that you can do or manage, even though that if you have only Platinum, or you have professional or professional dialer, okay? And also the dashboard is available for any of the products. So let's go directly to my account, my ReFX account. Here we are, okay? Once you are in the control panel, let's go first of all to the dashboard and see everything that you can do from there, okay? So I'm going to click right here to enter the dashboard. That is everything that you need to do, okay? Click any part right here. And once you click, the system will take you there. To your left, you can see that we are on the dashboard. The first thing that you will see is right here at the top that you can, of course, refresh the dashboard anytime, especially if you are doing any of tasks, okay? If you are executing anything and you want to see if it was saved here, then just go back and refresh. If you guys have one account, like one main account, but if you guys also have different assistance accounts like me, then you can see whatever those assistance accounts are executing or have pending, okay? That is what the dashboard will also show you. So for example, this is my main account, okay? As you can see, let me go back. My main account is this. If I enter the dashboard, that is what I can see. But I can filter by my one assistant, okay, or my second assistant. You have them here. So if I want to see whatever that assistant is doing, you see that the entire dashboard will refresh, showing me that, or the other assistant as well. Or if I want to go back to my main account and see everything. Right here at the top, you can see the limits, okay, that are available on the system for you to know. So first of all, remember that you can send 50 contracts daily, okay? You cannot send more than that per account. And what I mean by 16 new contracts is that if you haven't sent a contract before to those properties, then you can send, that is considered to be a new, okay? A new contract. But if you have already sent contracts before to any of the properties, then that is not considered a new contract and you can send as many more as you want to, okay? Like follow-up offers. So you can send more contracts and more contracts anytime. I have a question right here. How did you get to the dashboard? Let me show you again. You go, when you log in into your account, once you are in your control panel, click on any part right here, okay? And as soon as you click there, okay, in any of these parts, the system will take you to the dashboard, to your left side, okay? That is how, Carl. Let me know if that answered your question, okay? So, 50 contracts that you can send daily, 50 new contracts. If you guys have, like me, the professional dialer, then you have the option to either skip trace or send text messages through the phone line that we provide. That phone line is called Bpo, okay? So remember, the phone line has for you unlimited calls. and you can send 500 text messages monthly. And you can skip trace, like get the owner information, their emails and phone numbers, 500 skip trace that you can do monthly, okay? So those are the limits. And as soon as you reach the limit for the month, you need to wait until next month, until your next payday, and the filters are going to be reset automatically, okay? The counters. Let me see if I have another question. 1 second, please. Okay, you're welcome, Carl. So remember, these are the limits if you guys have the professional dialog. Now, there is another limit that is about whatever you want to download or export from the system. Not only properties, but also contacts, okay? So the limit is 5,000, okay, records that you can export from the system. If you are doing a search and you get, let's say, for example, 7,000 properties and you want to create a list and download them all, unfortunately, you cannot. You need to select only 5,000 of those and download those. And the rest, you need to do the same search next month and download the rest on your next payday, okay? There is the option of why we also have this assistance account. Because in any assistance that you open, that is a little bit cheaper as well, you also have all these limits. So from your main account, if you need to download, let's say 20,000 properties. So in your main account, you will download 5,000. In your assistant account, you will download another 5,000 and go like that, okay? And also all the limits are only for each account, okay? So in one account, you have 50 contracts that you can send. In another, you have 50 contracts that you can send, okay? So that is the explanation about the limits in the dashboard. Next, right here below this dotted line, I can see whatever my accounts have inside the follow-up, okay? Whatever they have added as buying, selling, prospecting, or listing, okay? Remember, those are the 4 types of the selections that you can do whenever you want to add the properties inside your follow-up. And if you select any, they will be in your follow-up as B, S, P, or L, okay? Let me show you my follow-up on my main account. This is it, okay? I have several properties with B, L, several with P, okay? There they are. So the properties that are in the follow-up, let me go back to the dashboard, in the follow-up, and my main account, sorry. Sorry. My main account was the one that added those properties. I can see them. So 217 buying, 9 that they were selling, 126 prospecting, and 55 properties added as listing. From those, remember the colors inside my follow-up? Those, that is the status, okay, of those properties, the different colors. And they are also explained right here inside my dashboard. So how many of these are active for sale? How many are non-active? How many are off market by owner? How many have expired and how many were sold, okay? And for each one, I can see that explanation as well, okay? If I change this to my assistant account, then I can see whatever my assistant is actually managing, okay? So everything depends on the filter by user that I have applied. Let me go back to my main account. Now, below again, the dotted line, I can see these different graphics. The first one is going to show me all the tasks in my follow-up, okay? The tasks that I have completed, all of them. And I can see all the tasks that are used, okay, on my follow-up. For example, how many SMS have I sent or received? Because if I see any bars that are green, those are the send ones, and the blue ones are going to be the receive ones. How many SMS by Bpo I have sent, the faxes, the emails, documents, calls, mail, voicemail, Made basic, this is about how many properties I have added into the deal generator, okay, to make a visit. And other type of tasks. So the system automatically has the filter for how many tasks I have done today or send or receive, okay? I haven't do anything today, but let's check out last week. Last week, I can see that I have made 4 calls, okay? Last month, I can see that I have also made more calls and also send 4 SMS by Plivo, okay? You can also use the one that is called between. Let's say that I want to see, I don't know, everything that I have done in 2 months. So I can go back to November until today, okay? And filter. And then I can see it right here, okay? The properties that I added to make a visit, the calls that I have made in any particular period of time that you want to select. You can cancel, you need to, okay? Or you can go to all of the tasks that your account have done. You will see them all, okay? The ones that you have received and everything. Or again, you can go back and see only the ones for today. It's up to you, okay? How you want to manage this. And again, tasks that you have sent or received. Below, then I will see also something that I have done through my follow-up, but it's only going to be about the documents that I have sent, the contracts, okay, that I have sent. Contracts, proof of funds, earnest money deposit, or any addendums, okay? And of course, also if I have marked that any of my offer has been received. Remember that this only, the offer received, is something that you manually go inside your follow-up and check if anybody has received your offer, depending of the replies of those emails that you have received, okay? So again, you can just manage this and put today or last week, okay? Or last month, or between any particular date. And you can also check the status if you also only want to see how many of the buying properties, okay, you have sent today, last week, last month. You can organize that like that, okay? Or how many of the prospective, or how many of the listings you have done, okay? If you want to see them all, of course, you also have that ability there. Next, something as well that you do from your follow-up, and remember that this part of the follow-up is available, okay, through the professional and professional dialer. The ones of you that don't have the dialer or the professional, you will only see whatever is right here at the top with your limits, okay? So below, I can see anything that I have pending to complete. I don't have any tasks pending to complete today, okay? But if I have left some tasks pending, maybe last week, last month, or between, okay? Between any particular dates, then you will be able to see that, okay? We can go to my tasks tab, and you can see that I don't have any pending tasks. If in your task tab pending, you have something, then in your dashboard, it will show that as well, okay? What I have in my tasks, not pending, but I have tasks that I have already completed and tasks that have failed for any particular reason, and the system will tell me why that reason happened, okay? So that is it, guys. That is what it shows inside the dashboard, okay? Let me know, please, if you have any questions about the dashboard so we can continue with the reports, okay? I don't see new questions about the dashboard, so let's go back. Excellent. Now, in my case, in my account, I have the professional dialer. So as soon as you enter inside your product, even if it's platinum or professional, the system will take you to your left where it says search, okay? Here on the search, at the top upper right, you will start seeing a few reports that you guys can use, okay? I have a question, let me see. I have the professional dialer. Why is my listing graded out? In your case, Carl, if the part of listings you cannot see it, is because you don't have the permissions as a realtor. If you are a realtor, please contact us, and that way we can grant those permissions in your account, okay? Only if you are a realtor, an agent, a broker, okay? Those are the users that can also add their own listings inside their follow-up, okay? And a few other tools that I'm going to mention right now. First of all, so now that we are on the search, okay, you guys can also see in your account the different reports, okay, that the system offers. There is one particular report, this one, the absorption rate report, that if you guys cannot see it, it's because you don't have the permissions for realtors. So if you guys are realtors again, let us know your license number. You can send that by chat, open the chat and say, hello, my name is John Smith and my license number is this one. Please allow the realtor permissions in my ReFX account. And that way we will do it, okay? We just need to verify that your license is active. That's it. So this is one part of that, those permissions. The other part is that you can also do searches for expired properties. And if you are doing searches for sale, then you can also do searches by remarks, okay, of those properties that are listed. Excellent. Now, let's explain these 4 reports that are right here, and I'm also going to show you the reports that you can find in the overview of any property. So, how can you use the reports in the search area? First of all, you guys will need to select from the map, okay, an area, okay, any area that you want to. Let's say, for example, in Miami-Dade, okay, and I'm interested in generate a report that goes only on this area right here, okay? So that is the one that I'm selecting there. I'm using the polygon, but you can use the rectangle, the circle, or the hands-free, and you can just draw your area right there. Let's say that I'm interested in this particular area and I want to generate any of these reports. So the first one that I'm going to use is the discount report. So I'm going to click on it. And right here, I need to select what is the type of property that I want to research based on the discount. So you can open the filter and select any of the types: single family, condo, towns and villas, multifamily with plus or minus 10 units, commercial, vacant lands, mobile homes, and others. I'm going to do it for single families in that area. And then I'm just going to click on apply. There it goes. In my profile, I have added this little image. You can put your photo, your image, or your logo, company, whatever you want to have. So because this report or any of the reports is something that you can print as a PDF file and share that with anybody, save it, and that way share the link of the report with anybody as well. And you can see also that whatever is the logo or image that you want to put here with the information from where anybody can contact you back, okay, will be there. So what is the discount report? The discount is going to show you the difference between the known depth of a property that was considered a foreclosure, either a pre-foreclosed or a foreclosed, and the sold price, okay? That difference represents a percentage, and that is what you can see, okay? So in that area that I selected, single family properties that are considered pre-foreclosures, okay, with a known depth and a sold price registered, I can see the addresses, I can see the known depths, okay, and the surprises right next to it. The difference between those, okay, that is what is a discount report, okay, a discount percentage. And you can see here the percentage and the short sale days. So these are pre-foreclosure properties that were short sales, okay? That is what there are not that many, okay? Because in the area that I selected, we should have a lot, but short sales, like actually financial status registered as that, okay? There are not that many. So there you go. That difference represents a percentage, and that percentage is considered to be a discount, okay? So let's go down, and now we'll see the same thing with properties that were considered short sales, okay, foreclosures that had a known debt, okay, or at least a sold price. These are the addresses. The information is right here. The difference is there as well, okay? And the percentage of the discount is there. So this report, that is what it will show you. At the bottom, you can see the same information, but organized under columns. So first of all, I have, this is something that is being compared, like the area that I selected versus the entire Miami-Dade County, okay? So the subject area will be the green one and the county area will be the blue one. So how many pre-foreclosure sold were, remember, short sales? 6 on the area that I selected versus the full county, 129. Average day of short sale. So on the subject area, these were the average days and versus the county, okay? Average amount of discount, subject area versus the county, okay? Approximately, well, no, approximately the same. Actually, in the subject area, the amount of discount was a little bit less than what is considered to be on the full count. Average percentage of discount, 35% on the subject area, 38% on the full county. This is approximately the same. For the foreclosed properties, okay, foreclosed sold properties, you have the word 8 on the subject area versus the county. You have right here also the average days of sale after the property was filed, okay? So what this means? Whenever a property was filed for a foreclosure, that happens like 90 days when they are behind their payments, okay? That is the file date. But then how many days in average, okay, were the sale after that? When they sold the property after they were filed. That is what this represents, okay? So the subject area, like 1,000, more than 1,500 days, and the county, this amount, okay? Average days of sale after judgment date, auction. So how many days happen after a property was auctioned, okay? On the subject area and then the county. You can see how many times that those different processes may take, okay? Right here, you can see the average amount of discount on the subject area. This is the amount of the discount, and the county area, this is the amount. You can see there is a big difference there. And then the average percentage of discount. This was on the subject area and this was on the county, okay? So this is what the discount report will show you guys, okay? And let me show you how you can also print or save. So if you click on print, I mean, you guys can have your, what is it called? Your printer. I forgot the word. Your printer can be there connected. Let me just open this a little bit big, okay? Can be there connected and you can just print it out. But then when it says destination, if you don't want to print it, if you want to save it as a PDF, so just select it from the list and then click on save. And as you can see, the discount report will be saved with your image or your logo, the contact information that you decide to have, and the information that I just show you right there as well, okay? There is the report. And then you just click on save, and it will be saved in your downloads, whatever you want to have it. I'm going to have it in my desktop. You can put the name that you want. So I'm going to put this discount report. It's going to be there in my desktop, in my computer, because that is what I decide to save it, okay? As a PDF. But if I want to save this report inside my ReaFax account, let's say that you don't have a lot of space in your device, okay, in your computer. So save it in your ReaFax account, put a name for it, okay? I'm going to put here discount 1. And okay, So where can I find this particular document after? You just need to go in your control panel again and you will see it there. Your document has been successfully saved. Click on OK. Let's go back to the control panel by clicking upper left on the greenhouse. And right here below my main product where it says documents, you click there. And you can see the documents that you have saved. So right here is the report that I saved as discount 1. You can do two things right here. You can easily click on it and that will open. You just need to verify that you have your pop-ups allowed in your browser. That will open a new tab in your browser showing you the discount report. There it goes, okay? All the information that I already showed you right there. This is the discount report. You can also go here and click on copy URL. And then whenever you guys are like doing an email, and if you want to paste that link on there to send that to anybody, if you don't want to attach the PDF file, then just paste the link, okay? And anybody that opens that link, whenever they click on it, will see also that, okay, the discount report. So that is how you can also share that information that you have access on ReFX to anybody that you want, okay? So that is the report number 1, the discount report. Let's use the same area that we selected to open the X-ray report now. Okay, again, on the search, on the map, drew an area that you're interested. And let's go now to the X-ray report. The X-ray report, the same. You need to select it or use it for any type of property. I'm going to do this time condo, towns, and villas and click on apply. And let me show you what the X-ray report will bring to you, okay? Here it is. Again, the name of the report that you are seeing, my information, or in case your information, if you have uploaded or updated your profile information in your account. Let me show you really quick where that is, okay, in case that you don't know. You go back to the control panel, you click on account. You are not going to modify your personal data because that is something that nobody can see, only us in ReFX for contacting you guys, okay? But here where it says profile, okay? Here is where you can modify the information. Your main image, okay, will be this one. So here, if you want to add the company logo that you have or your picture, you can do it. Click on edit at the top so you can edit your name, your email, your phone, and the address. And remember that this is also the information that you can have as your buyer or seller inside your documents on ReFX, okay? That's it. That is where you can see the information that is right here at the top and modify it for your reports. Now, the X-ray report is going to show me an analysis, okay, of that entire subject area versus the county. That is what it's going to do, okay? For the condo, towns, and villas properties that I select. So it's going to tell me how many properties are in both areas. Total properties, amount, like the quantities and the percentage, okay? How many of those are on distress? Right there. How many of those are pre-foreclosure? How many of those are foreclosed? How many of those are upside down, not in foreclosure? How many are active for sale, owner occupied, and not owner occupied? Okay, like absentee owners, I can see how many of those are absentee owners, okay? There it goes. This information right here will be on these bars as well. So I can see the distress, pre-foreclosure, foreclosed, upside down, not in foreclosure, active for sale, owner occupied. Oops, we have a misspell here. We need to fix this, sorry. Not owner occupied, okay? Next, I'm going to see the information of the pre-foreclosures and the foreclosures, okay? So the total pre-foreclosure that we were seeing before, there were 2, okay? So how many of those are active for sale, non-active for sale, with less than 0% equity, with more than 0% equity, or with more than 30% equity, okay? In both areas. the subject area, and the county area, okay? Again, the information that is right here will be displayed on the graphics bars right there. Next, I can see the foreclosed, okay? On the subject area, no foreclosed, but in the entire county, those many foreclosed, okay? How many of those are active for sale and how many are non-active for sale, not active for sale, okay? And again, that information will be shown on displayed on these graphics. Next, I can see the total upside down not in foreclosure, subject area and the county. Upside down not in foreclosure active for sale, and upside down not in foreclosure non-active for sale, okay? Again, the information will be on displayed on the graphics. How many of those were active for sale? You have them right here, active for sale in the subject area and the county. Active for sale with 30% equity or more. Pre-foreclosures for sale with 30% equity or more, or foreclosed for sale with 30% equity or more, okay? The graphics again. Next, I can see this. The total sold, the total properties that were sold in the past 6 months. On the subject area, I can see that there were 20, on the county, this many, okay? The average sold in the last 6 months, 20, active for sale, okay? 24, so from 24, 20 were sold in the past 6 months. The month of inventory, 7 days, 7 months approximately, that is based on the days on the market that those properties were there, okay? And the information right here on display the same way, but in percentage on the bars. Next, I can see how the market is actually doing, okay? How was the average sold price in the past 3 months? On that subject area, we just move this a little bit up. In the subject area, the green, the sold price, the average sold price in the past 6 months, the average sold price in the 9 past months, and the 12 months, okay? So I can see if the market is going up or is going down. So in the past year, the average sold price was this, and in the past 3 months, the average sold price is going down, okay? And that is what I can see right here on the graphic. So in the past 12 months, it went like this. It would go again on the past 6 months, and then in the past 3 months, it's going down, okay? You can see there the average sold prices. For, again, only condo, towns, and villas on the subject area that I select. And versus the county, you can see how different was for the rest areas of Miami-Dade, okay? So it was like this, then it's going to be, it's stable actually for the full county since 9 months, okay? It hasn't changed that much of the listing price, and you can see them right here, okay, these three. Any question, guys, about the X-ray report and the discount report? Let me know, please, through the chat. I don't see new questions, so let's continue. Oh, there is one thing more right here. It's going to show you, again, that information of the sold prices, but this is a median sold price, okay, not an average. The average will be right here, and the median sold prices will be right here, okay? So again, you can see how the market was in the past 12 months, 9 months, 6 months, and 3 months, those median sold prices, and how it is for the county, okay? Great, let's go back. Next report, it will be the subdivision report. So if you click again on subdivision, you can select any type of property, but you don't need to have any area selected or drew right there, okay? You can do this for any county. Actually, let's go to Broward County, for example. Okay, I'm going to change the county, and I'm going to see all the properties, okay? They have all the subdivisions, they have single families in that county. So single family, actually, let's put multifamilies with less than 10 units, okay? To use another type of property. So all the subdivisions in Broward that contains multifamily with less than 10 units. I click on apply, and that is what I will see. In this case, these many subdivisions that have those properties, multifamily with less than 10 units. And you can see all the subdivisions here. You can see how many pages, first of all, you have. So let's put everything in 200 subdivisions per page. So that way I can see, I do have less pages to go over. Okay, now I can see them all right here. Now, subdivisions names are going to be right here. This is the total properties that are in each subdivision. Remember, only multifamilies with less than 10 units. The properties that are on distress, the pre-foreclosure properties, the foreclosed properties, the upside down, not in foreclosure, the ones that are active for sale, the ones that are pre-foreclosure with more than 30% equity, the ones that were sold in the past 3 months, how many of those have the information for the month of inventory, and the median sold prices in the past 3 months. Right here, the last one is if the prices have increased and for how this is a percentage, okay? That the percentage of the price increase. So let's say that I'm interested in finding a subdivision that have multifamily that are listed for sale. Okay, they have a lot of active for sale properties. So what you can do, guys, is whenever you are in any column, just click on the little arrow and try to sort, ascending or descending. You cannot filter inside any reports, okay? You can only, in these columns right here, sort ascending or descending. So let's sort this descending. So in Broward, this particular subdivision, Progreso 2-18V, that is the name of the subdivision that has 19 multifamily with less than 10 units. 19 of those are listed for sale, active for sale, okay? This one, Hollywood 1-21V, it has 11 and it goes like that, okay? So next, if you want to do a search for this particular subdivision on the search, you can. You just need to write down the exact name of the subdivision, okay? And there you will find the multifamilies with less than 10 units, the 19 of those multifamilies that are listed for sale, okay? Apart from that, you can see that that same subdivision has also these total properties, okay? 11 of those are on distress, and those are the ones that are pre-foreclosed. There are not foreclosures or upside down, not in foreclosure, okay? They don't have more than 30% equity, even though that they might be in pre-foreclosure. You can also see here the total of those properties, the total of the 1,000 that were sold in the past, right here. The total of those that were sold in the past 3 months, there were 39 properties sold in the past 3 months. Approximately, they were sold in a little bit like 1.5 months, okay? The median sold prices of those properties is this amount, 624 for a median sold price of those 39 properties, okay? And the price has increased for approximately 5%, 76, okay? That is the information that the subdivision report will show you for any of those properties, okay? Let me see if I have more questions. Hi, hello. Do you have a description for each report to know what is his purpose? We don't have a description. That is why we give these particular webinars, and you can find in any of our webinars the explanation of any, okay, of any of those. And whenever you execute them, you can see what is the information. So the subdivision, it will show the subdivisions of any county. The X-ray is like that. It's an X-ray of the area that you selected. The discount report is the difference between the sold price and the known debt, okay? We only explain those during these webinars. And again, if you go back to the control panel and you click on webinar, you can use this, okay, to see any webinars that we have about the reports, okay? Now, let's go back here to the report that we were. The subdivision, that is what it does. Again, you guys can print this, okay? So you will need to select them. In this case, the subdivisions that you want to. If it's one page or more than one page, then go to the next page, select page number 2, and then print them out or save them the way that I explained you, okay? So it will be either in your computer as a PDF, or if you decide to print it, or it will be right here on your documents whenever you save them, okay? I don't see more questions about, let me know, Pedro, I believe it's you. Let me know what that letter, let me know if that answers your question, okay? I don't see more questions here about the subdivision, X-ray, or discount report. Now, let's go to the absorption rate report, okay? And again, you can only see this if you guys have the provisions for realtors. Oops, we need to select an area on the map. So let's select an area here on Broward. I'm going to unfree drew a piece of area right there, okay? So click on absorption rate report. Select the type of properties that you are interested. I'm going to use now this one, multifamily with more than 10%, that 10 units, sorry, and click on apply. So the absorption rate report is a little bit similar to the X-ray report, okay? But it's going to show me what I want to know for me as an investor, how many properties were sold, foreclosures, okay? Sold less the absorption rate report right here. So I'm going to show you this different. The average sold, the total that are active for sale, and the month of inventory, okay? So first of all, the subject area green and the county blue. How many properties are in both areas? And again, remember that we selected multifamilies with more than 10 units, okay? How many of those were sold? How many of those were foreclosed sold? So the absorption rate report is the difference, okay, between the foreclosure sold and the total that were sold. And you can see them right here. So total sold less the foreclosure sold, that is the absorption rate report, okay? So 17 in this case, 89 on the county. How many of the average sold in average, okay? Like almost 2 units, okay? Sorry, 2 properties. And the total active for sale, 6 and 9. Now, the graphics will show you as well that information right there. The same information, but in this kind of display. Below, we are going to see this, okay? Let me show you. So, these are the sold prices, and the system will let you know how many properties were sold between the prices that you see here. Now, I just realized that this is not going to be good because I selected multifamily with more than 10 units. So of course, the majority of those are going to be like buildings, like with, I don't know, maybe 20 apartments or something like that. So they are all going to be over $1 million, okay? So let me again do the same report, but let's select single family in this case, so I can show you actually a few properties between those amounts, okay? There are. So if I select a single family now on the subject area, you can see how many of those were sold for less or up to $100,000, 100 to 550. You can see them right here, okay? All the between this amount, how many properties were sold on the subject area and the county area, okay? Below, you can see the absorption rate graphic, okay? So it's going to show you that the information of the difference of the prices right here, okay? And the total properties that were sold. There it goes, okay? Subject area will be my green area. And the blue area right here goes like this. That is the county area. So you can see that it's approximately, they have the same movement. So it's approximately the same the same amount of properties that were sold there. But there are not any other filters applied, and you cannot apply filters for the reports. We only selected that area, maybe it's a big area, and single families, okay? Let me see if I have more questions. No questions through the Q&A. And okay, excellent. So no questions about these 4 type of reports: the discount, the X-ray, the subdivision, and the absorption rate report. Now let's do a search. I'm going to select, let's go to Palm Beach, for example. Palm Beach County, right here. There are other type of reports that you can generate, but for only one property at a time, okay? So I'm going to find a single family property in Palm Beach, and I'm interested that that property has taxes about $2,000, like equal or greater to $2,000. Let me just find one property, okay? So I can show you in the overview what you can see. Let's go to, I want to select someone random. Oh, let's go to this one that is also listed for sale. So Paseo Andorra, okay? There it goes. So this property right here is in West Palm Beach, is active for sale, is a single family. They are asking this amount as the listing price, okay? Remember, we have webinars about what you can see inside the overview. That is where we are. Whenever you do a search and you see the results and you click on any property, the overview of that particular property will be open, okay? Showing you all the information available about that, okay? And I can see here the taxes for this property for 2020. They are more than $2,000. That is what I select. Now, on the overview, you have also several reports. You can also generate, again, if you guys have the permissions for realtors, the absorption rate report. But if you don't have it, you don't see this, okay? If you guys are mentor students from DRIA, then you also have the report with the investor offers directly on the overview, okay? Let me show you that one first. So you click on investor's offer, you can set up the parameters that DRIA, okay, has teach you about and how to use them. I'm going to select, for example, here, 76 as a factor. I'm going to round the amounts to 500 so I don't have decimals, and the type is going to be median. If you guys want to know more information about this, okay, please contact your mentor at DRIA, okay? Click on apply, and let me show you the report, how it works. Again, the investor offer report about this property only. Let's say that I want to present an offer to this property, but I don't know how much should I send, okay? You can use it from the follow-up. I guess that is the best option because you can do it for a lot of properties at the same time. But if you want to do it for only one property at a time, you go to the overview and you will use the investor offer reports, okay? And here is the general features or information about this property right here. I can see the comparables, okay? The default comparables on REFAX, we found them one because they are at least 1 mile away, okay? You can see all of the properties that are here 1 mile away. Also properties that were, or there are similar on the size, on the gross area. Similar properties, meaning properties that are either plus or minus 10% similar, okay? And these properties, all of these, were sold in the past 12 months. So I can see here the last sale, okay, date. All of those were sold at least in the past 12 months. All of these were sold actually in 2021. The year is almost over, thank God. Christmas is around, so there it goes, okay? So I am finding all of these properties, how many? 45 comparables, okay? For that particular property. Based on all of those 45 comparables, that is what Freddy, that is what we call the investor offer use, Freddy icon, will take in consideration. Also, it's going to take under consideration the comparables that are active for sale, okay? Again, similar properties at least in the half of a mile or 1 mile distance that are similar on the size, but in this case, properties that are active for sale at the moment, okay? So similar properties active for sale, you can see when they were listed, okay? All of this year, the one in September, the rest were listed on November. And you can see the listing prices right here. So based on the sold prices and the listing prices, the investor offer also takes the algorithm that Dria had designed for this particular tool, okay? And you can see that the rounder investor offer value will be this amount to send, okay? Using all the comparables. Now, guys, it's up to you. Remember to actually evaluate the property, visit the property, make sure that the conditions are great, and I don't know, see all the information available on the overview. If you are not realtors, you cannot see all the information listed here, but you can go and click in where it says additional links and go to the IDX. So maybe you can find there the pictures inside or outside the property that the agent have registered. And that way you can make sure if the property has damage, it doesn't have damage, if it's good, okay? All the remarks. It says right here, no HOA feed. I don't see something that it says that it needs repairs, but in case, before sending the offer, you can analyze here directly on REFAX and then calculate the offer. Keep in mind whatever they have, they are asking, okay, for that particular property. Evaluate yourself the comparables and the active comps if you need to, okay? But that is how you can also use the, sorry, let me close this one, the Freddie icon or the investors offer report. Now, the last two reports that you can generate here is the Bpo report. The Bpo report will show you the information of the comparables, okay? Those default comparables that the system found for you. You can see here all of the comparables. And below, the comparables that are active, the ones that are active for sale. Now, there are too many comparables. I'm going to filter only by the first 5. And here I'm going to filter only these 4. And now that I have selected, I'm going to click again on the Bpo report, applied. And now I have a report with only 5 properties, okay? That's it, because remember that they were 40-something properties, so too many. I have this report with only the selection that I made, okay? That is how you do it. Again, you can print, save this report. The comparable information will show you how far away they are, the value, the bill value, the property type, land value, the number of stories, the tax value, unit, the address of each comparable, how many bedrooms, city, la sale, gross area, the folio number of any of the comparables, the sold prices, the size, the total square footage, okay? Zip code, days on the market for any of the comparables, listing numbers, if they were listed on the MLS, you can see what was the listing number for the comparables and what is the listing number for the active comps, okay? What is the listing number right here at the moment? You can also see it. If they have pool, waterfront, the year that was built, the foreclosure, the orange price, okay, the original price of the property, the listing price, and living area, okay, in the square footage. That is what the Bpo report will show you. The last one is the property analysis report, PA report. This is very simple. Whatever you see in the overview, all of these tabs right here, you can save them in one particular report, showing you everything that you want to select, okay? Let's say that you want a report with only the details. Then you will only select the details, okay? If you want a report with the listing details, the comparables, and you can select your own comparables and that way generate that report showing only those, okay? The distress comes, the rental comes, the B&B comes, bed and breakfast comparables, okay? If the property has mortgage information or foreclosure information, if we do a search for foreclosure, or the probate information or the tax debts, and even including here the X-ray report, you can also do it, okay? Just click on apply, and there it is. My information at the top, the property information right here at the top, okay? Including the market value that we calculate for you guys based on the comparables and the active value, the property information, the details, sale history, owner information, listing details, comparables, there they are, rental comes, B&B comes, mortgage information, and the tax debts. And again, this report printed, save it as a PDF, or save it here in your ReFX account, guys. That is how you can use all the different reports that ReFX offers you, okay? There is one more that I didn't mention, and is the social media report. Very simple. If you guys have only for you, the ones that you have a professional dialer, when you do a search, the results, select a couple of properties or all the properties that you want to. Remember that the social media has a limit, 500 properties that you can skip trace, because that is what this will do, skip trace, and download that information for you. The owner emails or phones, or both files at the same time, or to download the owners and relative emails and owners and relative cell phones, okay? So if you use this, again, make sure that you have the pop-ups allowed. The system will try to get all the information for these owners, their relatives, their emails, and their phone numbers, and download those in Excel files in your computer. Again, you just need to select the property, use any of the selection right here, and click on it, and that way it will work, okay? That was it for today, guys. Thank you very much for having me today. Please have the greatest weekend. Take care. Remember, open the chat from Mondays to Fridays from 9 to 6 p.m. That is when we are online. If you have questions, if you need to request trainings, just contact us back, and that way we can let you know, okay? Thank you. Thank you for having me. Have a great day.